What's poppin', everybody? Cerebral Front 4. I have a TCG match with Metagross GX here. This deck is all about, it's pretty hit and miss. It has some good matchups, it has some bad matchups. As you guys can see, I have a little decent winning streak here. 5 wins with this deck, not so bad. Uh, when you have a good streak, you get more rewards on the versus ladder, and that's good. So this deck hasn't been doing so bad so far. And what have we got here? We're going to open up with Beldum. Probably not so good, but I guess it is our standard basic. We've got 4 of these. There's a good chance you're going to open with this a lot of the times. And at least I've got the rare candy and a Metagross GX in hand. So with any luck, we might get this guy out quick. And my opponent opened up with a Trico. So you would think this would be a Sceptile GX deck, but actually immediately he placed down the Bulbasaur. And of course, you guys know this is going to be the Celestial Storm Sceptile, the one that has the anti-metal Ultra Beast stuff going for it. But it has a good attack too. When you have a lot of energies in play, it can be a pretty powerful attack. And it goes well with Venusaur here. The Venusaur from Shining Legends. Once my opponent gets that guy out, all his energy are basically ×2 that he has in play. And that can be a pretty deadly combination, you know, these two stage 2 grass Pokemon. Of course, it's going to be kind of slow, but our deck is sort of slow too, so maybe it's a good matchup for my opponent. And hopefully, if I get a consistent start, we can take advantage of his slowness as well and take care of these Pokemon. Because that ×2, it's going to go well with this Sceptile man. So my opponent plays down, he played down 2 Shuckles so far. Filling his discard pile with grass energy. I don't know why he needs so many, but I guess he went ahead and used both of the effects. We top deck this Solgaleo, and I'm gonna get that guy active just in case. You never know what might happen to the Beldum. And unfortunately, we don't have a supporter, not what I want to see. So we pass. Next turn, I will be able to get the Metagross GX out if my opponent doesn't disrupt my hand. But we gotta see a supporter because, you know, given this deck time to do what it wants is not good. Once it gets going, it's going to be unstoppable. You guys are going to see it. So my opponent got the Grovyle out, and that Grovyle really helps out a lot. Normally running 2 stage 2 decks like this would be so hard, but that Grovyle is going to speed up the process nicely, letting you search grass Pokemon. It can evolve into Sceptile quicker, it can get any of the other grass stage 1s you need, like Ivysaur, just speed up the process. And he already started, he used Guzma, got my Beldum in the active position, and switched into Shuckle, starting to grab energies with Shuckle. This card is very good. It can help out just so many different slow decks. Like, you can use it basically with anything, especially grass Pokemon. It's so great, grabbing energies for free like that. So what we can do, at least in this case, since I have Algorithm GX, we're going to use that and get me the stuff, get me some cards to work with. So let me get a rare candy and Nest Ball, Metagross GX, another Nest Ball. And what we should do as well is get a supporter and get a Cynthia. So I think this should be good. I don't think I need anything. Maybe getting an energy wouldn't have been bad, or just getting something else, because I mean, it's good to get the Nest Ball so I can actually use them. Fill my bench and then use Cynthia is a nice little combo. But maybe we should have grabbed an energy too, at least. Okay, so opponent gonna search another Grovyle. It's his turn, and that's basically what this deck does, like the Dragon's Exalted, Garchomp, Goodbye deck. You search each other, then the other guy searches his other brother or sister, and then search the other Grovyle, and then start going up the ladder. Get Sceptiles. In this case, my opponent is gonna need to evolve into Venusaur too, and we gotta hurry up. These energies are starting to pile up there. He's using the tool bag, getting experience share. That's one of his other ways to conserve energy. So experience share on the, I guess he decided to attach it Shuckle there. And honestly, he doesn't really need that many energies in play. I mean, Metagross GX is a big stage 2 GX Pokemon, so it is going to be tough to get a one-hit knockout. That's probably what he wants to do. But I would think that it might actually be a good idea to, well, maybe not start attacking just yet, but perhaps start attaching energies on, well, I guess the Grovyle's only need one, so maybe scratch what I said. But the experience share, maybe he should have attached it on a different Pokemon. Anyway, we got our nest balls. What I'm going to do here is get my Dhelmise 2 and another Beldum. I think the other Beldum might be prized, and we're going to use Mystery Treasure. And yes, it is. So I can only get Lele with the Mystery Treasure. And we didn't quite get a lot of good stuff, but we will be able to perform an attack. That's the important thing. Get my metal energies, and I can finally start going. So we kind of did get set up. We didn't take that long, I guess. I mean, we had to use Algorithm GX. I didn't have a supporter on the first turn, but we're not doing too bad. So Giga Hammer, I get my knockout on the Shuckle there. It's too bad. I wish I had Field Blower. That would have been a great time to have it. I don't want him to get the energy. I wanted him to lose the energy because, man, this deck, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies right now. So 6 times 2, you know, Sceptile does 20 times that number. So he's doing 240 damage as soon as he gets the Venusaur out. Sad thing is, this is one of the decks where I don't run a Guzma. There's just so many situations I've played with this deck that a Guzma would have saved me, would have been handy, but I wanted to make this deck as consistent as possible. I mean, no matter what you do, a deck like this will brick a few times. It won't always flow nicely. When you have rare candy, when you have cards like these, there's always going to be a chance where you might brick. But I try to make it as consistent as possible. And Guzma is just one of those cards that is just another dead card early when you're trying to set up. You need that late game to just maybe target a specific Pokemon. But when you're trying to set up, he's not good. That's why I don't run him in a lot of my decks. And if I run a card like that, it's usually at 1 and rely on VS Seeker and expand it anyway to get cards like Lysander and Guzma back. But anyways, that's enough for the lecture. My opponent's going to promote the Rayquaza there, and I don't know why he did that, like really. I think he had enough energies to attack and do significant damage. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energies. So 7, that's 140 times 2. That's 280. So I think he misplayed there. He may have realized that, well, I actually could have gotten a knockout if I attack with Sceptile. So I guess he's going to keep grabbing energies, but I think this is going to be the last turn. By next turn, he's going to start attacking. And using something like this Rayquaza from Guardians Rising too, he gets the energies back, so he's not really going to lose them even if I kill this Rayquaza. So Energy Lotto, I'm going to get an energy, but it's not really looking good. This deck set up fast enough, and it's ready. It's basically ready. It's just going to destroy me right now. If I start getting knockouts, I'm getting single prizes. My opponent is getting 2 prizes with Sceptiles. And the way his deck is set up like this, obviously he has more recovery. Like, we got to get the other Metagross GX out at the very least. Need my 3rd one. So let's see. I get the Max Potion, and normally that would have been a good card, but my opponent is going to get one-hit knockouts with the Venusaur ad. So, damn. Let's get the Metang. I guess that's the only thing I can really do here. And we got our setup. We have our Max Potion in hand. Normally that's a good enough situation to be in. But damn, I know that once I KO this Guardians Rising, the Sceptiles are going to come for the kills. Anyway, let's do what we can. Geotech System. Grab Metal Energies on my Metagross. And one more. That was a close one. But I will be able to perform an attack. So we're going to KO this Rayquaza. I really wish he didn't get at least 2 energies on, but It is what it is. Get my knockout. We get one more prize, but now the real fight is about to start. Get a metal energy here. So Sceptile gets promoted, and I'm hoping to God at the very least he ran out of like he won't have any manual energies to make manual attachments, but he plays the energy retrieval and gets them back, so that sucks. At the very least, if I got a knockout or two on these Sceptiles and he lost energies and he can't really attach every turn, like maybe he ran out, he sent them all to the discard pile and attached them that way, then maybe we could have had a small shot. I would have been able to use the max potion. But like this, he grabbed them back. He's still evolving his dudes, getting his dudes ready. He already has he has one Sceptile and he grabbed another one. He basically has enough to get the job. There's two down. I think he has the third one, or the third one is going to come sooner or later. Powerful Storm, 320 damage. Fuck me. So this is such powerful damage thanks to the Venusaur that makes all energies ×2. So I basically have no shot at this. Like even if I knock out these Sceptile, it's not like they're holding a bunch of energies at once. They're only holding one. So I'm hardly going to reduce the damage by knocking these Pokemon out. And the worst part is he has energies in hand to attach anyway. So things aren't looking good, and once I lose my Metagross GXs quickly here, we have really no way to power up our attackers with the big energy attacks. So it's not like I can keep getting one-hit knockouts forever. We're going to get this knockout right here, but I'm only going to have one Metagross GX left once he knocks out this one. We get our dhelmise there. I'm doing enough damage to knock out these Pokemon. It's not like they have that high HP. It only has 140. It's not so bad for me. But he's just gonna destroy me with all the damage it does. I only have these Metagross GXs and that's it. If he kills them, I don't have anything else, and it doesn't matter because he's gonna win anyway. Just 3 knockouts on this GX Pokemon and you win. That's all he needs. So yeah, not a good matchup against Metagross GX. This deck is basically designed to kill a deck like this maybe. Slow while I'm being slow to set up, they get set up too, but what they're setting up is a lot stronger than what I'm setting up with my fixed damage. So my opponent using the stretcher too used the netball, grab another Trico, so that's over there waiting. Gets another Sceptile. I mean, at the very least, if he couldn't get another one and I knocked out this threat, then maybe we could have started doing some stall tactics, but he has everything he needs to win, so I know I can't win. There's nothing I can do. So all we're going to do here is, I guess, try and do something with Solgaleo, attach an energy and set up my dudes that way, grab energies from the discard pile, but there's nothing I can do. I lost 2 Metagross GXs, the stretcher is in the discard pile as well, and we don't have any Beldum down anyway. I really just don't have anything. We can't do anything. Even if he doesn't use Guzma and he just takes 2 single prizes, I'm not in a position to do anything. At best, we can just get a few more knockouts, but we're just delaying the inevitable. So, this Sceptile deck with Venusaur, it's not so bad. I mean, Venusaur, if you ask me, has been a very underrated card ever since it got released. I've been really wanting to test it myself and use it, but I bought like a Shining Legends Elite Trainer box, but it's in my UK address, you could say. I live in Cyprus, and I sent a bunch of stuff over there to save money on shipping, and I'll have them be shipped in Cyprus, or not shipped, but let's just say people are going to bring that stuff to me. But anyways, that's beside the point. But I've never really used any codes for Shining Legends, so I don't really have a lot of Shining Legends cards to use, so I didn't manage to use it. And when it comes to people trading for it online, they just ask for ridiculous stuff for a bunch of uncommon cards. So that Venusaur is an uncommon card from that set. It's not like it's a rare or a holo rare. But anyways, it's my opponent's game here. He has me at his mercy. I guess he's still gonna evolve and do stuff. It's not like, okay, let me just finish you off quickly. He's still gonna get his dudes out, and he is gonna go with the Guzma, so that's basically game. Picks off my Metagross GX, and it's GG. But it's nice, seeing a deck like this do stuff. It's interesting. So Sceptile and Venusaur take the win. Not bad, not bad. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this game. Saberwolf94, and what's up?